What if every struggle you've ever had was actually God preparing your voice for someone who desperately needs to hear it? Hey everyone, I'm Brian Boyd, and welcome to the very first episode of Songs That Speak. I'm reading from a script right now, and there's actually a reason for that. It connects directly to today's story about finding your voice when words don't come easy. From the time I was small, words just wouldn't fall right from my lips. And that struggle with speech has been part of my journey since I could first talk. All of this is possible because of AI, and I'm not shying away from that fact. But these songs are me, my thoughts, my reality, my heart pouring out through whatever tools God gives me to reach you. Today, we're going to hear two songs that create an actual conversation. The first is my human perspective, all the questions and pain and wondering if anyone was listening. And the second is God's response, showing me how every struggle was actually preparation for purpose. Let's start with my side of the conversation. This is From Echoes to Voice.
From the time I was small, words just wouldn't fall. Right from my lips, they'd trip and stall. Speech therapy, they said, but I just heard shame. Every stumbled word felt like losing the game. Ninth grade, first day, could've stayed, but I walked away through that door to find my own way. 55 now with scars and dreams, found my voice where the AI sings. How did I get here? From silence to song, every broken road somehow made me strong. From echoes of nothing to speaking my truth. God, were you listening through all of my youth? She said, I want you to leave. Broke my heart in two. Charleston to Myrtle Beach, didn't know what to do. Living in my car through Georgia's cold, fighting depression, story untold. Florida's warmth couldn't touch my soul. Cousin found me when I'd lost control. Treatment center, pen and paper dreams, learning that healing's not what it seems. How did I get here? From silence to song, every broken road somehow made me strong. From echoes of nothing to speaking my truth. God, were you listening through all of my youth? Now I'm seeking light in the aftermath. 90 days clean, walking a new path. Skills I have but don't know how to use. Fighting doubt, refusing to lose. If only I knew the way, the know-how to bridge the gap from then to now. Brand new start, facing my fear, wondering if anybody can hear. How did I get here? From silence to song, every broken road somehow made me strong. From echoes of nothing to speaking my truth. God, were you listening through all of my youth? AI sings my soul off the silent stage. Digital voice in the modern age. Was this the plan all along? To find my voice in another song?
So that was the first of two songs. That's from my perspective. The next song is from God's perspective, or how I perceive his perspective, or his perspective. Anyway, That song was one of the first I wrote. This was more than a year ago. If you continue, and hopefully you do continue, follow my channel and learn the story. I thought I had a great life until my wife asked me to leave, and I left, had nowhere to go. I ended up spending time living in my car, not sure what to do, which led me to mental health treatment, where I stayed for 90 days. And you'll learn all this through, watching songs that speak. Anyway, let's get to God's perspective because it's a very interesting twist on what you just heard. Remember, this is God's perspective.
I heard every echo, felt every silent tear. Every stumble word was music to my ear. What you called your weakness, I called preparation for the voice that would heal a broken nation. The ninth grade door you walked through in fear, I opened it wide, drew you near. While others learn from books and rules, you learn compassion in life's hard schools. 55 with scars and dreams, those scars are where my light beams. Through broken places, grace flows free. Your silence taught you to hear me. I heard every echo, every silent prayer in your deepest darkness. I was there, from your broken voice to healing song. This was my plan all along. When she said leave, I said come home. Those roads you traveled, you weren't alone. Charleston's breaking, Georgia's cold were chapters in the story I'd foretold. Your cousins call my angel's voice the treatment center, my first choice. Pen and paper, your true start, writing healing from a broken heart. I heard every echo, every silent prayer in your deepest darkness. Voice to healing song. This was my plan all along. Now you ask about the way, the know-how. Let me show you what I'm doing now. That AI voice that sings your soul, it's reaching hearts you'll never know. Technology's not your replacement, it's amplifying my arrangement. Your stuttered words became clear song for those who've struggled just as long. I heard every echo, every silent prayer in your deepest darkness. I was there, from your broken voice to healing song. This was my plan all along. That brand new start you're seeking now, you're living it, I'll show you how. Your voice existed, found its way through every struggle to this day. Brian Boyd, your story's wide. Now walk in purpose, I'm your guide. What echoed silent now speaks loud, of grace that makes the humble proud.
The rest of it is just instrumental, but beautiful, beautiful music in my opinion. I'm sure it resonates with others as well. Ooh, it's touching for me because of the pain and struggle I went through in the past. 2 years. It's almost 2 years now. Um, I'm actually my mother's caretaker or caregiver, actually. I'm staying in her house. You might hear the refrigerator next to me because I'm in the kitchen because it's the best place to record. Um, but continue with my journey. You'll learn about my stay in mental health, me living my car, the struggles that I've had. When I went to treatment, they took my laptop and my cell phone away, and I'm like, what do I do now? And they gave me a journal and a pen, and they told me to write. And it started with just doodling, which I never was a doodler. I was not much of a writer either. Although when I needed to write, I wrote well. But I doodled, then I started taking notes, and then next thing I know, I was writing poetry, which wasn't that good of poetry. Sometimes it's 4 lines, but it was poetry, and it converted to lyrics. And then by the end of my stay, like the last 10 days, they gave me my laptop back, and I learned that AI can generate my lyrics into music. And I used AI to help refine what I'd already wrote and wrote some beautiful music. So when people say that, AI spits out garbage, it's garbage in, garbage out. So if you just take a couple of lines and say, I want a song about such and such, yeah, it's just going to be boring. It's not going to have any heart to it. But I feel that everything that I produce, well, everything that I will make available has heart and soul, and it has a good message, and that it sounds good. Um, I started with reading the script because my memory is not the greatest, and I don't think it's the memory, because if somebody asks me questions, I can answer it, because it's there. But there's just so much in my head that I can't remember. But I had some speaking points here, like between the songs. The beautiful thing about this dialogue is that it shows both sides of the story, what I was feeling in my brokenness and what God was actually doing through it all, from my perspective. Then also, God doesn't waste anything, not your pain, not your mistakes, not even your stuttered words. Uh, but this channel is about sharing my past in hopes that others will find it that has had the same struggles, and that having a response to what I feel, just like you just experienced, my perspective of what God thought. And, so people could use AI as a tool for benefit. And that's what this channel is about. Um, but anyway, this is how I got here from echoes to voice. And this is just the beginning of what we're building together. So please like and subscribe, share it. I mean, because I think it's going to be very useful for a lot of people. So help me out.